Hello, class. We are going to learn a little bit about a new story today. And we're going to use our listening skills. We're going to practice using those today. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to, everyone get out a piece of paper. Okay? Just get out a piece of paper and get your pencil ready. Don't mark anything on the paper. We're going to see if you can follow directions and how well you do that. I will be the one giving you directions, so I'm going to give everybody about 20 seconds, 30 seconds to go ahead and get out your blank piece of paper and a pencil. Good job, everybody. Yeah, excellent. Way to go. Good listening already. Yes, excellent. Now, here we go. Let's see how well you can listen. I will repeat the instructions 2 times. I will not repeat it a 3rd time because I want you to listen very carefully. Are you ready? Okay, thumbs up. Okay, number 1. Write your name, your first name, Write your first name on the last line of the paper at the left-hand margin. Say it again. Write your first name. Okay, your first name on the last line of the paper on the left-hand margin. Number 2, on the first line on the paper, write the numbers 1 through 9. Start at the left and print the numbers. Leave a space between each number. One more time. On the first line on the paper, write the numbers 1 through 9. Start at the left and print the numbers. Leave a space between each number. Great. Now, number 3. Circle the number 6. Circle the number 6. Great. Now, draw a star in the upper left-hand corner of the page. Draw a star in the upper left-hand corner of the page. Okay, fold your paper in half the long way. Fold your paper in half the long way. Okay, we're using listening skills. You're doing great. Now, open up your paper, then fold it the opposite way. Open up your paper and fold it the opposite way. Great job, everybody. Good work. It looks like everybody is listening. Oh, okay. Now, your next thing, use the tip of your pencil to poke a hole in the center of the paper, the place where the 2 folds meet. Okay? Use the tip of your pencil to poke a hole in the center of the paper, the place where the 2 folds meet. Very good. Number 8. Draw a heart. We have to know what a heart is. Draw a heart around the hole you made in your paper. Draw a hole around the heart that you made in the middle of your paper. Write the first initial of your last name in the upper right-hand corner of the page. Write the first initial of your last name in the upper right-hand corner of the page. I see everybody's doing so well. Yes, good job. And the last step, on the last line on the page, write the word done near the right margin. On the last line on the page, write the word done. Okay, near the right margin. Okay, now let's see how we did, okay? Let's trade papers with our neighbor and kind of look, and we're not going to make fun. We're not going to give each other a hard time. We're just going to see how we did. Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, let's look at each other's papers and kind of look at your friend's paper, your neighbor's paper, and compare it to how you did. And kind of look and see, did I do that? Did I do that? Okay, how many of you, by looking at another friend's paper, think that you did really, really well? How many of you think you may have messed up a little? It happens, that's okay. Now trade the papers back and let's look at them. Okay, so let's talk about this. How did we do? Let's see. Let's talk about number one. Write your name, your first name, on the last line of the paper. How many of you wrote it on the last line? Hold them up for me. I see. Yes, yes, good, good. Now we're going to go through the rest of those and check and see how we did. All right, class. That was a lot of fun. And I like to see how you listen, okay? Now that we've turned those into Mrs. Pickett, we will move on to our next thing. We're going to practice another listening skill, okay? We're going to play a game called Have You Ever? Everyone is going to get this chart, a piece of paper with 16 spots on it. Here you go. Okay, and it has some questions on it. And I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to go around the classroom talking to your neighbors, talking to your friends, and even people that you maybe don't talk to very much. This is going to give you practice with speaking and asking questions. And you're going to go around and you're going to ask questions like, have you ever eaten frog legs? And go and see if you can find someone who's ever eaten frog legs. Okay? You might ask a question like, have you ever been trick or treating for Halloween? But all of these questions are listed on that paper, and you need to write down the person's name in that question box who answered the question that they have ever done that thing. So if I come up to Sue and I say, Sue, have you ever rolled down a hill? Sue might say, no. I'll say, but Sue, what about this? Have you ever cooked a meal by yourself? Sue will say, yes, I have. So in the box where it says, have you ever cooked a meal, you can write Sue's name. Then go to another friend and ask them these questions until you get as many filled in as you can in the amount of time I'm giving you. Go ahead. All right, class. Now that you're done with that, let's have a little discussion. What'd you find? How many of you have been swimming in ice cold water? Oh, wow. I've not. I don't think I want to. Very good. Well, let's keep going on. Now that we've discussed that as a class, let's talk about a story. Our story is called The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. Does anyone know what the story is about? Or think they know? Maybe who our characters are? Yeah. A city mouse and a town. Oh, very clever. City mouse and town mouse. Do you think that's it? Do you think they have anybody else in the story? Okay. What about the setting? Where does the story take place? You think, okay, in the city. I saw somebody else with their hand up. Yeah. In the country. You're putting country with the word town. Okay, maybe. Okay, it's a smaller area. And when do you think the story takes place? Yes. Okay. You think it's in the past? You think it's in the present? Okay, some of us have very different choices there. I see. Gut. Yes, we're going to find out. Let's read. The City Mouse and the Country Mouse. Okay? All right. Once upon a time, there was a little mouse. He lived in the country. One day, his city friend came to visit. Welcome, said the Country Mouse. Glad to be here, said the City Mouse. So I'm going to tell you, before we even read a little more, this story is about the City Mouse and the Country Mouse. Some versions say town. Okay? So I'm going to make sure we know that that's country. Now, everyone, we're going to keep reading. now that we're finished with the story, we are going to get our iPads out and we are going to go to our app. Okay, our app is, does anyone know what we're going to do? We are going to record and work together doing Town Mouse. Okay, everybody, we're going to do this together first and then you'll have a chance to do it by yourself, creating our own stories. Very good.